Hi guys, hi my peeps, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a great day. If not, remember that's always okay too. Hope you guys are being safe, social distancing, wearing a mask. Remember, I don't care if you are a vaccinated person or an anti-vaxxer, please take necessary precautions to protect you and other people. Now, this video is not even a little, probably a lot more serious than like 98% of the videos that I have done. It's probably one of, I don't want to say, it's probably the most important one. So, earlier today I was scrolling through Instagram, and a friend of mine from high school, she had posted something, and it was, I don't think it for her it was a screenshot, but it was something that was of a screenshot, I think, of something else that was on Twitter, I think. I don't know, that she had got from someplace else or whatever, but I don't know. But I'm going to read what the post was saying. Okay, hang on, let me see. Let me see if I can get like a better, because I would do a thing where like you like insert photos or something like that, but you know, I don't really know how to do all that mumbo jumbo. I don't really have time. So this is how we're going to do it. The post that my friend had an image of, we'll say that. I don't really know the specifics, but that's what we're going to go with. Someone on Twitter, at the White Tower, I think it's called an underscore or whatever, but at the White Tower underscore. And she had put, "I've never been raped. Know why? Because I don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual like most young women. Take some responsibility." And then someone had replied to her tweet, and that's at Laura Not Claire. Now keep in mind, I don't know any of these people personally, I'm just giving y'all the facts. But at Laura Not Claire responded saying, "I was raped when I was 7, when I had no idea what sex was, and while wearing overalls and a long sleeve shirt. Effing delete this." Well, I was always of the belief, well, let me say it this way. My mom always said to my sister and I that women should, and I'm speaking to women right now, you know, we can have a talk for the men later, but right now we're going to say, not that men can't be raped, I'm just saying this was in response to the topic is surrounding women, so that's what we're going to keep it as. My mom always taught us that women should be able to walk down the street naked, wearing no clothes. She didn't teach us that, but she said that women should be able to do that. But they can't, because of disgusting, perverted, disturbed individuals who think that they have the right to a woman's body and or to abuse a woman's body. So obviously, even my sister and I were taught that by my mom. So I have always, because of my mom, and what she taught us. I have always been a believer, like my mom, that it doesn't matter what we wear, what women wear. Because as you see here, let me actually show you guys what the post was. And I'll leave it like that for a few seconds so y'all really know what to look at. I think society has put it out there that women should dress a certain way because it will stop men. Like I said, anyone can be the perpetrator, okay? I'm just saying, let's just kind of have this situation be black and white for a second. That society has said that if women don't wear this or these kinds of things, then men won't have these ways of thinking. But of course, my mom always taught us that was complete bullshit. I know, a bad word. Because as it's literally in the post or tweet, that this girl, this young lady, was unfortunately was raped when she was 7. No idea what the heck sex was. Wearing some freaking overalls and a long sleeve shirt. Listen, that even says it all. Like, women have come out saying all these different things. Like I said, like my mom said to us, it shouldn't matter what women wear. But society has deemed it so to give an excuse, especially when it comes to court and the law and stuff like that, that this woman wore something provocative. Therefore, it caused this man to do this. And then placing the blame on the woman for causing the man to do this. Honestly, when this disgusting individual says, I have never been raped, know why? Because I don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual like most young women. Take some responsibility. Let me tell you why you've never been raped, sweetheart. Because now some of you might not be religious or whatever the case may be, but it's because of God. It's because there wasn't a disturbed individual around you. God has been watching over you clearly, and let's see, not wrong place, wrong time. There's like so many reasons why this has not happened to you. I mean, it could be because you're not attractive, or approachable, because they see the ugliness already in you, disgusting maybe, because I literally see that you have an anime character, or I don't even know if that's considered anime, but you don't even have a real picture of yourself, so we could delve into that too, and like I said, I could even say it's because you're ugly, because we've had women, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. So We've had women of all different levels of attractiveness or what have you, and they have been raped, sexually abused, molested, all those kinds of things. So, it has nothing to do with the fact that you don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual like most young women. Like, let's honestly just break down the statement that she says. I've never been raped. No, why? First of all of this stuff, I'm not even, like, into English and grammar like that, but this is already, like, completely grammatically incorrect. But we're going to move on from that. I've never been raped. No, why? Because I don't dress like a prostitute. Well, what's your definition of what a prostitute dresses like? I mean, we've seen all kinds of things where you can dress provocatively as a prostitute, or you could look like any nerdy girl or woman out there, but, you know, have the occupation of a prostitute. You know what I'm saying? So you already have a stigma or like a stereotype of how prostitutes look like. So she says, I've never been raped. No, why? Because I don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual. Well, what's overly sexual? What's your definition of overly sexual? I mean, she could think that a simple little bit of like flirtation is overly sexual. So, I mean, your opinion already doesn't matter anyway. But we're just going to keep analyzing your post. Tweet. Sorry. Because I don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual like most young women. How do you know what most young women act like? Like, why are you using this as a stereotype? Like, let's put some things out there, okay? All of the women, or let me say most of the women that I'm going to say young women. Let's just say that. Let's just start there. I'm around some young women, some young ladies, every single day. They don't dress like what you're picturing of as a prostitute. When I've been around them, they don't act overly sexual like most young women apparently do. Like, I can name so many young women, young ladies. I can name so many of them. I'm not going to because, we don't do names, okay? Besides when we talking about, I'm saying. But, I mean, personal-wise. But I could literally name so many young women that don't fit this description that you are painting. This picture that you are painting. And to talk about the Laura, not Claire person. Or Laura. I'm sorry if I'm sorry if I'm saying your Twitter, do they call it a tag? Or whatever. I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Please forgive me. And don't hold it against me. But, I mean, what are 7-year-olds acting like? And they're certainly not young women. They're girls, children, considered young ladies. She even said, I had no idea what sex was. And while she was being raped, taken advantage of, sexually abused, I'm pretty sure she still didn't know what that was. Or what was happening. And she was wearing overalls and a long sleeve shirt. If that's not freaking covering up, I don't know what is. Because honestly, just with the fact that this little girl was wearing all them clothes, and she was still sexually abused, sexually assaulted, raped, taken advantage of. I mean, if that's what this girl, or whoever she is, for all we know, we don't know who this disgusting at the White Tower _ person is. Clearly they're disgusting and ugly, because if you're ugly on the inside, then you sure as hell ugly on the outside. Let me tell you. But anyway, if what she's thinking of not being a prostitute or dressing like a prostitute, is basically wearing long sleeve, long pants, ponytail maybe, bun. Oh, probably shouldn't put your hair in a bun because you would be showing neck, and that could be, provocative. I don't know. Then I dress like a prostitute or provocatively every single day, because I don't wear pants especially not in Florida. I don't. And I don't really like wearing pants in Iowa either, but obviously, if it's below 10, negative 10 degrees, what I'm saying. But I was one of them people that if it was 70 degrees, because Iowa, if it was 70 degrees or higher, we were wearing shorts, or we were wearing capris, or isn't that what they're called? Or I would roll my pants up. But right now I think I'm a young woman. My sister, she's a young lady right now. She doesn't wear long sleeves and long pants every single day. The girls I go to school with right now, they don't do that. So basically, you're just saying, we all dress like prostitutes. I guess, y'all, I didn't know this. I did not know that I was dressing like a prostitute this entire time. Mind you, depending on what you think a prostitute looks like. Because I could be anybody, any class, any, any kind of income, anything. There could be... Now, I'm not saying this, but I'm just giving an example. I honestly could be sitting next to one. Obviously I'm not saying that, but you know what I'm saying? You don't know what people's lives are outside of when you see them. So... And then take some responsibility. Well, first, let's act, or I don't dress like a prostitute or act overly sexual like most women. Most young women. Well, first of all, I've seen, my mom and I, we're sorry, nose itch. I don't know if you want to say true crime or crime nuts or something. Or whatever. But we have found out that it does not matter your age. And again, we're just talking about women right now. Okay. It does not matter. I was literally just watching a case. Actually, it was a couple of cases, that I just got done watching. Which we could talk about at another time. But this woman was a 24, I believe, year-old teacher who was raped. who was raped by a student and then taken to the woods and sodomized with a tree branch. There was another case I just watched or was like looking at. What was it? 27-year-old young woman was walking. Well, no, some stuff had happened. Again, we can always talk about the details of that, the specifics of that later. But she eventually made it into her apartment. Now, mind you, this young woman, was wearing, I can't remember, I think it was a long sleeve or a short sleeve, I can't remember, purple blouse and long white pants. I mean, she was, someone had broke a security guard that was supposed to, that was in charge of watching the apartment building. He broke into her apartment and raped her then. I mean, I don't think anything that she was wearing was prostitute-like. Again, whatever her or its definition of a prostitute is supposed to look like. Yeah. And there was like, I can go on. Another thing. What is this? I just got done reading a book that my mom and I were reading together. Again, I can talk about more in detail at a later date, but this girl right here in the book, I can hold it up a little bit longer. 12 years old. And she was killed, brutally killed. And she was sodomized. I think it's a 3 inches into, or some sort of pipe or whatever, was forced, obviously sodomized, into her anal. She was 12 years old. And y'all can look at the backstory and stuff like that, but I'm not even going to say what the backstory of this is, because it doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter what the circumstances is. No one has that right, the right to your body. Like, what are you talking about? It's overly sexual like most young women. I guess I don't fit into the most young women because I've never even had sex. I'm a virgin, you know, right now. And have I flirted? I guess. Well, we Libras were very flirty, but have I done that? Have I flirted before? Yeah, I have. Does that mean that I deserve to have this monstrosity happen to me? No. It shouldn't have happened to Laura, not Claire, or Laura. It shouldn't have happened to Shanda, the girl that I showed you what the book is about. Should it have happened to that school teacher? No. Should it have happened to that reporter who had her apartment broken into? No, it should have happened. Like, there's like so many cases, but all these people, all these women, young women, are at times freaking, I can't even say at times, like, all the time, they are the ones being blamed. Like, what does this disgusting, despicable thing mean when this thing says take some responsibility? What do you mean take some responsibility? For what? Like, at the end of the day, like, why are we... I mean, there's no excuse as to why someone violates you, sexually abuses you, molests you, rape you, whatever terminology you want to use. There's no excuse for that. No individual woman should have to go through that. But yet, women have gone through it. Have been victim blamed because of it. Like, I don't know. This person that posted this is completely despicable. Laura, sorry, like I said, forgive me if I'm not pronouncing your name correctly. Lara, not Claire. I do want to thank you for sharing your story. Like, you should, like, maybe she does feel comfortable with this, and that, you know, it is what it is, but if, I'm not even gonna say me, because I don't even want to, like, put myself in the situation that women have been forced into. Like, they should not have to expose themselves or tell their story when possibly they're not ready to defend themselves against disgusting, despicable things. I can't even, like, calling people disgusting things that do shit like this. I don't know, y'all. I just know that that's disgusting. Like, whether you have done that disgusting, despicable act or defending it, it's the same thing to me. I'm sorry, it is. Like, it's just disgusting. And to those women out there, those young women, young ladies, girls, middle-aged women, like women, ladies, girls, young women, females. I want to say to you guys, I cannot necessarily say, I don't know if it's sympathize or empathize with you guys, because no one can on that level and in this situation. So I want to say that I am sorry that you guys have to defend yourselves, because you guys shouldn't have to defend yourselves. You really shouldn't. I don't care if you was walking around in a bikini, a thong, or whatever the case may be. I just know that I am an advocate, and I want you to know that I do not blame you. No one should, but there are disgusting things out there that do. And I'm sorry that you have to deal with that, with those things. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope if you guys had that disgusting way of thinking, that you do not have that way of thinking anymore. And I hope that with you guys, with me sharing you guys, just these few tweets / posts, that you guys decide to do something about it, to spread more awareness. Maybe if you guys watch the video, you guys can take a screenshot of what I showed you guys, and you guys can repost it. I've posted this or reposted these tweets on Facebook and Instagram, so you guys can even like find that on Instagram, and you can do it that way. But that's it for this video. Please, women, please stay safe. Try to stay safe. Protect yourselves as best you can. Take some self-defense classes. Get you some mace, pepper spray, taser, depending on your age or whatever. Make sure y'all are packing, and what I mean by that is get you a weapon of your choice to help protect yourselves. And don't go to places unless you're like with a whole group of people at night by yourself. Like, I know that all these things, you could have all these things, and this terrible thing still happens. But please try and do everything you can to protect you guys. You girls, women, females, young women, older women, just please try and do the best you can to protect you guys, to protect yourselves. And if you are an individual or a woman, man, whatever, and you see a person going through this right now, like, jump in, protect them. Because our job to protect ourselves, but it's just as much our job to protect other people. Like, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, I just keep looking at this monstrosity of a tweet, and it's, like, disgusting. So, again, y'all, stay safe physically, or try your best to. I know it can happen in any situation, at any place, at any time, but try to protect yourself as best as you can when you're in a situation, you know. I don't want to say that it can't happen, because it could happen at any time. So, do what you can. And just know that there are people, men, women, anyone of any sexual orientation, any, like, non-gender. There are those of us out there that do not blame. We don't victim blame. So yeah, just know that there are, and if you need someone to talk to or anything, I know that people say that you could, even if you inbox me saying that you went through something like this, I'm not gonna judge you. Like, if you feel like anyone in your life, or if you don't have anyone in your life, you can tell me, and I'm not gonna do anything with it. I'm not gonna bring it out to the world or anything like that. Like, if you just want somebody to listen, like, you can tell me, okay, or inbox me, or whatever the case may be. So with that being said, please stay safe physically, and try your best to stay safe medically, meaning social distance, wear your mask, things like that, or whatever. And I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, if you are not having a great day, remember that is always okay too. I will see you guys next time. Bye.